What's up, guys? This video from me, it's gonna be about Mania 30. It's gonna be a preview about it. It's in just under a week now. A week from right now, we will have all the results and everything. We'll be all set for Raw after Mania, which is the big attraction now. But yeah, Mania 30 looks okay. Shouldn't be too bad. I mean, it could be amazing if they make it out to be, but it could also be pretty bad if they. It's just one match that will probably determine it, and I think most of you know what that is. But I'll get into that later. But let's just start this by talking about the 2-hour pre-show. Last year's pre-show, I remember they talked for about 45 minutes. Then they threw Miz and Wade Barrett out for like a 5 or 6 minute match, and then Miz won the Intercontinental title, and then Wade Barrett won it the next day, which didn't make sense, but whatever. This year the first hour will be on YouTube and Facebook and all the other social media, and that will be only analysis, so I probably won't watch that. Actually, I have to work during that, but I'll probably miss the whole pre-show, but it doesn't matter to me. And then the second hour will be only on the network, and that will have a network exclusive match, as they say. But yeah, I don't know how the UK or Canada is going to get that second hour on the network because they don't have the network yet. But not my problem. I live in the US. I don't even have the network, but whatever. So first match on the main card I'd like to talk about. Probably the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. It's 30 men Battle Royal. Get trophy of Andre the Giant. Andre the Giant. As of right now, this is before Raw still, and there are 4 open spots remaining. There might be more named tonight on Raw, but if I had to choose for those 4 open spots right now, I'd probably say it'd be a returning Rob Van Dam, probably Rusev. I don't know if Bad News Barrett will wrestle or not at Mania, but I would choose him. Then maybe someone else. How about CM Punk? That would be great, but I don't think he would come back for a freaking battle royal that he might not even win. But if I had to choose a winner, it would probably be either Big Show or Rusev, maybe Big E. But maybe if I had to choose a wild card, more of a smaller guy to pick, probably Dolph Ziggler. I don't know. It's just a guess. But yeah, that should be pretty entertaining. I wouldn't mind if that was the opener at all. But yeah. Then we get to another mid-card match segment thing. Get Shield versus the Old Age Outlaws and Kane. Shield's another 6-man, except this year they're the baby faces. And so last year being the heels when they faced Sheamus, Orton, and Big Show when Big Show turned. But I feel like this one can be pretty good. The Old Age Outlaws can still move, and I don't know, Kane's had plenty of rest. He should be fine, even if it's for like 5-minute part of the match. He should be fine. But for next year at 31, I'd like to really see the Shield as individuals. That's where I think they can all handle being individuals, but it's just how they break them up, which determines whether or not I'll like them as individuals somewhat. But yeah, and I think the Shield will stay undefeated at Mania, 2-0. They're gonna, in 20 years, it's gonna be streak for streak, fatal 4-way. I tell you. But yeah. And then we'll go from the Shield up here to Vicky Guerrero Divas Invitational. Divas title will be defended for the first time at Mania in a long time. I can't remember when it was the last time, but it's probably gonna still be a bathroom break for everybody. If I had to choose a winner and a new champion, probably be Naomi or Natalia. Natalia. God damn it, I can never say her name right. But yeah, and then okay, so we went all the way down here. Now we're gonna go all the way up above there. Um, this is the match that will determine whether or not people shit on, or whether or not people will, I don't know, love it, think it's awesome. Um, Daniel Bryan versus Triple H, and then the winner gets the third spot in the main event for the WWE World Title, or whatever they call it now. Yeah, it determines whether or not the Mania main event will be awesome or shit. And then when people look at Manias, they look at the main event first, or the best match. That could possibly be the best match. If they have Daniel Bryan in there, if they have Triple H, it's gonna be shitted on. But yeah, hopefully Trips doesn't bury Bryan. That would suck. I feel like in the Bryan vs Triple H, there will be a lot of run-ins, maybe by Kane or the Outlaws, or maybe Stephanie might budge in, maybe even Vince. But I think Bryan will win, probably get a huge pop. That's all good and stuff. Have him enter the main event then. But we'll get to that later. Next match I want to talk about, the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match. You got the Real Americans versus Rybaxel versus the Usos versus Los Matadores. I feel like this match is Cesaro's time to shine. This might be a little prep for maybe a little push for SummerSlam, where they have Swagger turn heel. Cesaro beats him plenty of times, and then Cesaro goes for a bigger title at Mania, or not Mania, SummerSlam maybe, hopefully. But yeah, I can't see Rybaxel or Matadors winning. I feel like Real Americans will be the new tag champions. And then following that, Cesaro vs Swagger rivalry start after this. But yeah, if I had to choose Real Americans, if I had to choose a backup to that, I'd say Usos retaining. And then we get to probably the second biggest match of the night, maybe biggest, depends what your preferences are. You got Taker versus Brock Lesnar. It's a rematch of Lesnar's win a long time ago. It wasn't at Mania though. It was in Hell in a Cell. But one thing to think about is Lesnar hasn't lost since last year's WrestleMania. He's beat Triple H after WrestleMania at Extreme Rules. He beat CM Punk. Then he beat the shit of whoever he had to. I don't know if he. Yeah, maybe Mark Henry. I think that's who he had. But he's built up dominantly right now. It's going to be an awesome physical matchup. You got the Streak versus the Beast. Fortunately, at the end, the streak continues. Well, not unfortunately. Unfortunately for Lesnar, but I mean, like, I like to see the streak. So, yeah. Next match, Cena versus Wyatt. First time since WrestleMania 20 that Cena isn't in either a world title match or a main event caliber match, unless you consider this main event caliber. Compared to the other matches, so-and-so, not really that much. It could be the start of a heel turn for Cena, maybe. And I really feel like they can't bury Wyatt at Mania. He's new. They're trying to build him up like he's the future heel of the company. And that's why I think Bray Wyatt will probably win, probably due to the help of some outside interference. But now we get to the main event. Orton versus Batista versus D-Bry. Orton and Batista have been shown to hate each other on Raw a little bit. Would be absolute shit without Bryan in it. And I really think the reason why they put Bryan in it, WWE realized they fucked up after the Rumble. Then they had to add Bryan, especially with Punk leaving. And then now finally, yes, Daniel Bryan finally wins the WWE title without any controversy, finally. And then a little overview on this. Pretty good upper card, mediocre mid card, but I don't know yet. We haven't seen it yet. That's just my predictions. There's not really any snubs this year. I think that's because of the Andre Battle Royal. Fatal 4 can be good. Divas will be shit. Bryan and Tripp should be entertaining. And overall, I feel like this will be the best Mania since WrestleMania 23. Please like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys